Sometimes you have to get up really early to see the best sunrise. And in this case, I'm wondering, is this the best sunrise spot in Southern California? It is shortly after 5:30 a.m. on this cold December morning in the Anza-Borrego Desert. I am on my way to Fons Point, one of those legendary sunrise points, and in my opinion, maybe this is the best sunrise point here in Southern California. It is about 4 miles from the main road up this dirt trail to the parking lot at Fons Point. The night before, I was actually able to find a campsite just about a mile, 1.5 miles away from the parking lot of Fons Point. The trail up to Fons Point is not very difficult, but I would advise against using a regular sedan driving up here. You will need an SUV, ideally with at least all-wheel drive or 4x4. If you have some ground clearance, it's even better. There will be some very sandy stretches, and if you run into those, just don't slow down, keep going. There's a lot of washboarding here too, so it might be a little bumpy as you get up here. When you get closer to Fons Point, this sign will greet you that there is no camping allowed up there. There are a few sites where it looks like somebody camped, but in general the state park doesn't want you to park near Fons Point. And there are a few sites, not many, on the way up in an area where it is allowed. Good morning. It is very early, bright and early. You can see it's pitch black dark except for that bright sunny spot over here, which is my truck, of course. It is 5:30-ish in the morning, 5:40-ish maybe. I'm on my way to Fons Point, one of the famous lookouts on the Badlands here in Anza-Borrego. And I want to see the sunrise. I think Fons Point is famous for the sunrise. Hoping for a good outcome. I see some stars over there with some cloud cover, but nothing major. So I'm hoping we have the ingredients for a good sunrise. Let me just walk around the truck and show you how it looks in the darkness. This is what we see. So there's plenty of light coming from those Baja design lights. I did not turn on the rear lights in the bumper, but I think this will do. From the intersection, this is a one-way trail and you stick to the left to make it to the parking lot at Fons Point. This is the final climb towards the parking lot, and I would say maybe the most challenging area in regards to ground clearance. So once you reach the parking lot like I do here, you can see the large boulders that are separating the parking lot from the actual Fons Point. So the parking lot is not that big and my rig has a really bad turning radius, so here I had to stop, pull backwards and then complete the turn, as you can see. So I'm walking over here to Funds Point. There are no dogs allowed, unfortunately, so I will have a cup of tea anyway first and then come out here with my chair and a blanket to watch the sunrise. Let's go. Just got here around 5:43 actually. Sunset today, or sunrise today was at 5:41, and this is officially open at 5:41, an hour before sunrise. Well, I was here at 5:43, so I matched it up. Nobody cares in that moment. I mean, the thing is, it's not allowed to camp up here at the Funds Point. So about a quarter mile or 1/3 of a mile before the actual Funds Point parking lot is a sign, no camping past this point. I camped about 1.5 miles back on this trail, and just when I arrived yesterday afternoon, found a nice spot, set up camp, and then got up early this morning to be here. So got here early enough, and there was only one other person that arrived after me, and it was quiet. It was almost like a magical moment here. You can see the scenery behind me. Nobody spoke. There were then 2 other people that arrived, and again, when they spoke, really with lowered voice, it was really a respectful moment, because everyone, when you come here that early, you want to see the sunrise, of course, but you also want to enjoy the solitude and really looking out in the nature. And what Mother Nature has done here is just such a fantastic place. So let me turn the camera around. When you look down here now, so those are the Badlands here in the Anza-Borrego Desert. It's a really fascinating scenery. It's all wind and water that formed this over, I don't know how many thousands of years. And it's just such a bizarre landscape. Anza-Borrego has so much to offer. So this part here at Funds Point is just really, really fantastic. It's the second time I'm here, and it won't be the last time. I can highly recommend to come here for sunrise. I was not up here for sunset yesterday, but I was walking or hiking up here towards the sunset, and the sky was just fantastic. It was filled with red and orange last night. Such a cool place. So here I will now start showing you the pictures of the actual sunrise and some video footage. I will put some music on, so if you want to just enjoy this and see how the sunrise looks like at the Funds Point in Anza-Borrego, stay tuned, and here we go. If you're not familiar with the Anza-Borrego Desert State Park here in Southern California, I highly recommend you come here. To Fons Point, you can come with a regular SUV and a little ground clearance. It's not dramatic. I would not come here with a sedan. I mean, you could probably do it, but you have to be careful in certain areas. There's also some deeper sand, so you have to be careful that you don't get stuck. Go a little faster when you get into the deep sand. Try to go straight, but stick to the packed trail, and potentially wait and follow other cars just to see where to go. I'm pretty sure if you come here during the day, if you get stuck, somebody will help to pull you out. But with a regular SUV here, you can get to these places. But Anza-Borrego has so much to offer. And for most of these trails, you need a four-wheel drive with some higher ground clearance. I don't want to say necessarily super high ground clearance. I mean, my truck is on 37s plus a lift, so I have a good amount of ground clearance, but I have a long wheelbase. So with a shorter vehicle, you need a little less. But Anza-Borrego is such a fascinating place. I think it's over 600,000 acres of desert. It's such a cool place with so many cool trails. So definitely check it out. I don't know if there are some rentals here for Jeeps or something. I'm pretty sure there are some. A lot of people come with their side-by-sides and other items. Just this direction here outside of Anza-Borrego State Park, there's a lot of people just going into the desert with their side-by-sides and ATVs and just enjoying being out there. I mean, that's a more noisier sport. I'm looking for the more quiet places like this one here. But I highly recommend you check out Anza-Borrego. Borrego Springs is a nice, cute little town with some art. So there is, I think, over 130 art installations from certain artists. A very cool place to visit. So Borrego Springs, it's a good day trip. So if you come from the San Diego area, it's about 2.5 hours drive. Very beautiful. Spend some time in Borrego Springs. Check out some of the local restaurants and drive around and experience this desert environment. I can highly recommend it. So I hope you can see this in the distance here. So there's some more red colored dirt, clay, whatever it is, rock. And this was just not visible necessarily during the sunrise this morning, but I hope the camera picks it up nicely so you can really see the different areas, you can see the different colors, you can see where the water goes through when there is a rain here. I don't think we had rain in a few months, so I don't know. I'm hoping that we get some rain over winter here. But yeah, this scenery, this landscape changes all the time depending on what Mother Nature is throwing at it. Here you can see how wind and weather and rain in general have shaped the Badlands out here in Anza-Borrego. So this is of course not a trail, but if you look down here, you can imagine how the water runs down during rainfall and starts shaping this environment here specifically. I don't want to get too close to the edge. I don't know how stable this is, but the view down here is really fascinating. So very cool. So I'm literally the last man standing here from the sunrise crowd this morning. Well, crowd, it was 5-6 people at the very end, including myself. So just enjoying those last moments here and finding the solitude that I was looking for. Definitely mission accomplished. Such a cool place. Fons Point in Anza-Borrego. So that shall be it for this quick video today. Just the sunrise at Fons Point in Anza-Borrego. I hope you like these type of videos as well. For me, it's one reason why I built this rig is to get to these places. And I mean, this trail is not that difficult, but in general, go to places where you see what Mother Nature has done and created. And I really find a lot of, I want to say, peace in those moments. I was reflecting back on the year. It's a few days before my birthday, and so it was really a good time and a good moment to stand here and just reflect back on 2024 and also look forward what I want to do in 2025. So that was it for this video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please do so as well. And then I would say I see you next time in my next video. Thank you for watching. Have a great day. Bye-bye.